get no sleep.
You know, when you're gonna start all these great plans for yourself that you made for yourself, that you told everybody about, that you're happy to post about on Facebook or Instagram? Where is it? Have you even lost like 1 pound to get to like your dream physique? Has you even lost 1 pound of weight? Have you even lost 5 pounds? Have you made any, progress in the gym? Did your mile get faster? Can you do more push-ups? If your answer to any of that is no, then like, what the hell have you been doing? Where's this new you you've been talking about? New year, new you, where is he? I don't fucking see him. I see a guy that got so fired up with what could be. He just left it at what could be. He didn't want to put in the work and find out what would be if he was working. It's the difference between I can't and I will. Or maybe I will. Or later I will. Or next year I'll be this. Next year I'll be that. Shut the fuck up. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to everybody around you. You don't want to be different. If you want to be different, you'll do something about it. You wouldn't sleep in all goddamn day. You wouldn't spend all day playing video games. You wouldn't waste your time, with dating apps and shit like that. You have a solid fucking plan for yourself. And once you got a solid plan for yourself, you'll be surprised how much shit just falls into place for you. And it's not about money or possessions or girls. That stuff comes along with it, with the proper mindset. And yeah, you can be rich and jacked and have a shit mindset. A lot of people luck out that way. But guess what? You aren't in the top 0.0001% of people with luck, are you? So it's time to get to work. Time to stop making excuses. Time to start putting out resumes. Time to, box up the old video games for a while. Time to turn off the phone for a bit. Time to delete those fucking shitty profiles you made of yourself trying to get laid. Time to focus on something important. You. Build you, Inc. Treat yourself like a business. Each day in the gym. Each day studying. Each day working. Each day taking a small step. That's an investment. You might laugh at a guy who puts away $1,000 a month. Right? 12 years, he got 12 grand. How much you got? Now, he's still not a rich man, but 12 grand is 12 grand. Think about shit that way. Think about the long-term benefits. If you're still young, even better. I'm telling you, if you're in your mid-30s like me, or you're in your 40s, soon it's going to be too fucking late for you, man. Wake up. If this is the alarm clock you need to wake you up, wake the fuck up, bro. You're being left to behind in life. Now New Year's are pretty much over. Well, they've been over for a long time. It's mid-February. And mid-February is just that point in time where everybody's ready to quit and give up on every goal they set for themselves on New Year's Eve. Because the couch is too comfortable. The bed is too warm. Pizza's too tasty. Beer tastes too good. Weed is just so great to be high and stoned and let everything just pass you by in life. Take away all your motivation while you're at it smoking dope. So, when is it going to be? So right now it's mid-February. It won't be too long. It'll be spring. It'll be summer. You won't have that summer body you want. And then what? It'll be fall. Then what comes after fall? Well, another New Year's. Another year where you're going to make plans you're never going to follow through on. Another year where you're just stuck in the same rut you've always been stuck in. That's bullshit. And like I said, this goes for everybody, not just me. But especially for people in their mid-30s like me, or early 40s, or early 30s. Listen, it's too late to fucking go back to your 20s now. Trust me. Whatever we did, we failed, even if we tried. So, I'm gonna tell you, we still got time on our hands to do what we want. But for us, each tick of that clock is getting a little bit louder as the years go on, isn't it? You can feel it. You're like, when am I gonna be a fucking success? Been a loser all my life. Is this really it for me? And I'm gonna wake up an old man still in this kind of life? And yeah, you probably will if you don't do nothing about it. You probably will if you're drinking and doing drugs and chasing girls like you're still a college fucking boy. You definitely will. I'll tell you, in the West, some people never make it. And me personally, I've tried to make it in the West. Been in the military. I've worked various jobs. I've gotten a trade. I've gotten a degree. None of it really panned out. So, I had to go back to the drawing board 5 or 6, 20, 1,000 fucking times. But now, I got some real shit set in my head on what I'm going to do and how my life's going to turn out. And I got the right mindset now. It's all about the mindset. But you can't just be an armchair expert. You gotta actually do it. You can't just talk about bodybuilding. You gotta hit the gym. You can't just talk about making money or saving money. You actually gotta do shit to do that. You can't talk about having a great career in IT without building a fucking portfolio first. So come on. Life is a big elephant, and if you try to eat it in one bite, or even in 3 meals, you're not gonna be satisfied. So elephant can feed an entire village, they say, for like a year. And you're just one individual trying to break down this elephant into bite-sized pieces. So, if it takes a year for an entire village, probably might take 3 or 4 years for an entire individual. But that individual waits 5, 10, 20 years before taking a bite. He could be fucking dead and have half an elephant left. So you get that analogy. It's not the best analogy, but here it is. Life is an obstacle. A big fucking obstacle. And you can either sit down and cry about it, or you can get up and chip away at it. And if you chip away at it consistently and enough times, relentlessly, you keep chipping away at it. And the harder you work, the more time you invest, the more you do, the more you try. I guarantee something's gonna fucking stick. And one day, when your pickaxe hits that obstacle, the dam's just gonna bust, because it's gonna start off with a small little leak, and then it's gonna develop, and then you're like, fuck, I gotta get out of the way. And there it is. That's success pouring in. Alright, so how many people have stuck with their New Year's goals to lose weight, to read more, to, make more money? Or is it just another new year, old you type situation again? You gotta get your priorities straight. Because, every day is a Monday. Every day is New Year's Day. There's no tomorrow. You only get today. I'm telling you, man to man, any goal you want to do in life, even if you have no idea where to fucking start today. Start somewhere. Don't make a to-do list. Don't make a plan. Don't do any of that. Just start doing it. Just get up. Today, if you want to lose weight, just get up, walk to the gym, buy a membership, go work out. Or just get up and start doing push-ups, sit-ups, and squats, and go for a jog, go for a walk. Anything like that. After you got that workout done, maybe pick up that book you've been putting off trying to read. Just read the first chapter. Just read the introduction. Just read 10 pages. Read something. You want to get a new job or a different job, start applying. Start brushing up on your interview skills. Start making resumes. You know, it's everything that you got going on in your life. If you can't fix it, just learn to ignore it or bypass it with something else. Just accept anything you can't control. Anything you can't control is other people's emotions, weather, you know, a lot of stuff like that. You can't control how much things cost either. But you can control how much you make and how much you spend. So stop living by the victim mentality and stop being a procrastinator. Today's the day. Today is day one. It's no longer one day. It's day one. Because today, you're going to get up and you're going to do something. Alright, this is my push day today. Started off heavy for me, 205 for 6. I went up to 210 for 3. Then I backed down and lowered the weight for 2 finisher sets. I did low cable flies. I do those to target upper chest for incline chest work. I did cable bent over lateral raises. Those are for rear delts. I superset them with the cable crossovers. Again, the cable crossovers is just more general chest work. And the bent over lateral raises are again for rear delts. So then I did cable lateral raises. And I didn't log it, but I did dumbbell lateral raises as well. So it was 3 sets of 25 at 12. I believe so. Yeah, then I did easy bar overhead tricep extensions. I started off down there doing them with 65 pounds as skull crushers. And I kind of supersetted the overhead tricep extensions with little skull crushers. So basically overhead we're done at a standing position. The skull crushers from a lying position. And I did cable overhead tricep extensions. I supersetted those with cable push downs for 3 sets of 12. And I did the machine hack squat. Just wanted to do like an extra set of legs. Because I did legs into PM yesterday. Legs and arms. So, yeah, last night I did leg press, calves, leg extensions, leg curls, and I did dumbbell, biceps and triceps. And I did the elliptical for about 20 minutes. And today I also did the elliptical. I did it for 10K, about 6.2 miles for around 35 minutes, 15 seconds. Not the best time. I'm still getting my steps in, 12,600. That doesn't count the elliptical work though. And so far today, I haven't eaten anything. I've been fasting. I kind of want to do a 24-hour fast. And if there's a second session, I'll update you guys later.